Everybody's talking my baby down. When she sings, Celine Dion. Every night in my dreams, the light within. And you're here in my heart. And part 1. Superstar. I have to explain that even though I'm not a huge fan, meaning that I don't listen to her records all the time, or I don't really follow her career as closely as I would for some other artists, I still really respect her. And actually, I've known her for a long time. Not know her as in, meeting her for coffee. I've known of her because, for sure, yeah. Gotta introduce the boys, right? So there's Gabe Wellington to my right and Calvin Washington to my left. So who's gonna win tonight? The big fight is coming up, guys. Come on. Go grab your boxing gloves. Come on. Who's gonna win tonight? Maybe I will. Ooh, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? But like I said about Celine, the reason why I decided to call it The Light Within is very simple. Because Celine is a superstar. And I know that word has been so misused, especially lately with so many artists trying to make it. And usually, you know what, being a superstar means that you're already such a star that you become a superstar after a long time of proving over and over and over again that you're the best, or at least one of the best. And in the case of Celine, I mean, who could argue? She really is the best vocalist we have. There's Barbara Streisand, and then there's Celine Dion. Oops, forgot the lyrics there. My heart will... We're talking about more than just the average star. We're talking about a woman who started at 13. I think it was 12 or 13. Is that it? Yeah. In she was born in 1968, so it means that she was 12. I can't count, guys. What is it? I can't do mental calculation, especially under pressure like this. But 68. So around 1980, she was 12 years old. And I'm sure you know the story. She recorded a first song called Ce n'était qu'un rêve. And she decided to contact René Angélil because she saw his name on the cover of a very French, no, not very French, she's French obviously, but very popular French singer at the time called Ginette Renault. And he didn't listen to it at first, the little cassette that she sent, the little demo. So her mother called him and said, you know what, if you listen to the cassette, to the tape I sent you, you're really gonna call us very quickly because you're gonna see and hear that there's a major talent there. Maybe she didn't say it exactly with those words, but I'm sure that she was very confident because if you watch Celine from television segments, even at that period, anybody could see that this very little girl had a tremendous voice. There was an undeniable talent there. Even David Foster said that, big talents are very rare, but they're very easy to identify. And in her case, it's very true. And even though when she was young, she recorded several albums in French because she was born in Quebec, in Charlemagne, as you know. And I'm of French descent, so that's why I wanted to, dress for the occasion, all in blue and white, with a little beret. And my boys here have been laughing at me the whole day with that look. She was 18 when she released her first album in English called Unison. Remember that? We're going in unison. I don't remember the lyrics, it's been too long, but there was a hit on it called If There Was Any Other Way. Love, don't you think I tried to find it? Don't you think I want to stay? I can't help but sing a few groups here and there because I really enjoy her singing, true, but mainly what really fascinates me and absolutely puzzles me about Celine is how quickly she discovered that she had that talent. And I think it's because, you know, when you see those very young people, like very young kids, who are great actors already, or who can sing their heart out, and you're like, oh my God, you know. Personally, I'm a singer, or at least I'm trying to become a singer, but I discovered that particular talent very late in my life. Well, not very late, I'm not I'm not that old, but I'm just saying that I wasn't the type that at 4 years old was dancing on the tables and like she did. You know, that's what she did. She was singing all the time, and she still does. But what's absolutely great about Celine is that not only did she have, or she still does have, that amazing talent, but she worked very hard at it. Over and over and over again. She took voice lessons. She practiced over and over again. She just did the work. Because what we see usually seems very glamorous and, oh, it's so great to actually be on a stage and sing live. And let me tell you something. Singing live, that's not easy. That's not easy at all. I've tried. I've done it a couple of times because I have an album out called Utopia. If I mention it enough, maybe some people will buy it. But I'm just saying that I started to do live performances a while ago. And let me tell you, oh my God, this is so difficult. Because I found out that even though I have a good voice in the studio, to actually sing and dance at the same time is another thing completely. On and on the distance. I remember an interview at some sort, maybe it was either an interview or something printed somewhere, that Renee said about Celine that was really striking to me, because he mentioned that as they were watching Michael Jackson at the time at the Grammy Awards and everything, in 1983 I think, and she said to him, you know, I see myself up there with him. And that's commendable. That's absolutely amazing from such a young person that you would hear something like this, because that ambition is absolutely necessary in order to make it. Don't you agree?